Hi everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss what is ACCA. ACCA stands for Association of Chartered Certified Accountants. Just like in India, we have CA, CS, CMA, and if you go to the US, you have CMA, CPA, CFA. Similarly, ACCA is a UK-based course. So today in this video, we are going to discuss all about ACCA, right from what is its exam structure, what is the syllabus, and what are the scope. So to begin with, the exam structure. ACCA has 13 papers. Now, these 13 papers can again be bifurcated into 3 levels. So, which is your knowledge level, skills level, and professional level. So, in knowledge level, you have 3 papers. That is BT, that is Business Technology, MA, Management Accounting, and FA, which is your Financial Accounting. So, knowledge level is a very basic level. It's very easy and it's a completely MCQ based exam. And it has the total marks is 100. Moving on to skills level. Here you have about 6 papers. That is business law, performance management, taxation, financial reporting, audit and assurance, and financial management. And moving on to your professional level paper, here you have 4 papers in which your SBR and SBL, these 2 papers are compulsory, and apart from that you have AFM, that is your advanced financial management, APM, which is advanced performance management, AAA, that is advanced audit and assurance, and advanced taxation. So these 2 papers are compulsory, and out of these 4 papers, you have to write any 2 papers. It is up to you. You can either choose AFM and AAA or APM and AAA or APM and AFM. The combination is up to you, depending on the preference of the student. So, as discussed earlier, your knowledge level is a completely MCQ-based exam, correct? And over here, the maximum marks is 100. Similarly, coming to your skills level. So now in your skills level, what happens? 60% is MCQ based and 40% is subjective, wherein you will be provided an Excel sheet or a Word document wherein you will have to type the answer. So it's basically a scenario, and based on those scenarios, you will be asked sub-questions. Again, this exam also consists of 100 marks, but it is a combination of MCQ, that is 60% would be MCQ and 40% would be subjective. Okay. And then coming to your professional level, this again is for 100 marks. And here, all of it is subjective. There are no MCQs in your professional level. So to put it in simple words, your exam is in all levels, it is of 100 marks. It is just that here it is completely an MCQ based paper. Coming to skills level, it is a combination of MCQ and subjective, and in professional level, it is completely subjective. All right. Now moving ahead, we know that it is 13 papers, and the moment student looks at the subjects, there are so many 13 papers to be attempted. But again, ACCA has got a lot of exemptions. For example, if you're a graduate, you will get around 4 to 5 papers exempted. Then again, if you are a CA professional or a CMA professional, then you have 9 papers exemption. So for all of that, you can always visit the ACCA Global website and you can get all your doubts cleared regarding the exemption part. Now, moving ahead, let's understand what is the syllabus. Okay, we know there are 13 papers, but it is very important for a student to understand the difference between these papers. We need to know, okay, what are the things that we're going to study in audit and assurance? What are the things that we're going to address in financial management? So let's just have a brief discussion as to what we're going to study or what are the concepts that are tested in each of these papers. So moving on to our second topic, that is ACCA syllabus. So we spoke about the exam structure. Now let's move on to ACCA syllabus. In ACCA syllabus, I've already discussed about the different levels, that is knowledge, skills, and professional. Now, when I talk about ACCA syllabus, here it is about the application of finance and accounting knowledge across any circumstance or a situation or a company. How are you going to apply the knowledge? So let's understand each of the papers in detail. So in knowledge level, there were how many papers? There were 3 papers, that is BT, MA, and FA. So when I talk about BT, which is business and technology, this gives you a perspective into real world. Why do we need finance and accounting? So it's more about that. So the name of the paper is business and technology, which gives you a brief idea as to why is there a necessity for finance and accounting in today's world, or gives you more insights on the real world aspects. Then we have management accounting. Now, management accounting, most of you might have studied already in your BCom or BBA or in Indian courses like CA, CMA, etc. So wherein we discuss about the the decision making skills, the inner working of the organization. And then we have FA, which is financial accounting. Financial accounting touches upon your basics, which you have studied in your 11th and 12th standard. That is how to pass journal entries, your ledger accounts, your preparation of balance sheet, P&L account. It focuses on all those topics. Besides that, since we are doing a UK based course, it is going to shed some light also on the concepts like IFRS, right? Just how we have IND AS here in India. So International Financial Reporting Standards is going to be addressed in financial accounting, which is again discussed in detail when we do FR or SBR. Moving on to your 4th paper. Now this was your skills level. This was your knowledge level. Correct? Which is your first level. Now the next level, which is your skills level. Here we're going to discuss about, as I told you, there's going to be 6 papers here. That is business law, taxation, financial reporting, we also have performance management, audit and assurance, and financial management. So talking about business law, here we are going to talk about the corporate business law. This is also purely an MCQ based exam. Then we have PM. This is nothing but your performance management. Now, when I talk about performance management, here we are going to, I can say this is more of a higher level of your management accounting, wherein we are going to discuss concepts like standard costing, budgeting, variance analysis, all of that, different types of costing methods. Then we have financial reporting. Now, when I say financial reporting, here the focus is upon, again, the IFRS is tested in detail. Then we have taxation. This is more of UK taxation. Then comes audit and assurance. Again, a very popular paper which you have already studied in CA, CS, etc. Wherein here we talk about aspects like how do we prepare are the financial statements true and fair, those basic aspects of audit. Then comes your financial management, which is going to talk about concepts like time value of money, investment decisions, financing decisions, dividend decisions, so risk management. So those are the topics that are covered in financial management. So how many papers? 6 papers. And what is this level called? This is your skills level. Then up we have the professional level, which is the last level. And here you will have to take up 4 papers. That is SBR and SBR and SBL being compulsory. And the other 4 you have, it's optional. You can do it based on your preference. So talking about those papers, let's just have a... So SBR is strategic business reporting, which is the highest level, like in depth of IFRS. Now, all these 13 papers are interconnected. Okay, so right from FA to FR and SBR, this would be the linkage. Similarly, if I have to talk about SBL, an aspect of management accounting, financial management is incorporated in your SBL paper, which is strategic business leader. And similarly, you have your next paper, that is AFM. Okay, which is advanced financial management. So you have to get your basics right in the skills level when you're doing financial management. And in advanced financial management, risk management is tested in detail. Again, this is an optional paper. If you do not like financial management, you can always opt for what you prefer for. That is, you can go with an auditing paper or a taxation paper, or if you like performance management or you like costing and stuff, then you can move on to that paper. Up next, we have AAA, and we also have APM, which is Advanced Performance Management, and Advanced Taxation. Now, all of these papers, what I'm mentioning in your professional level, they are just the next level of your skills level. The basics you will study it in skills level, and then you will know whether your liking is in performance management or auditing or financial management. And based on that, you can choose your paper in your professional level. So generally, the best combination is AFM and AAA, because a lot of these companies, they prefer students who are well versed in the field of auditing. Again, I'm going to discuss about the scope, and that time it's going to become crystal clear, the entire knowledge of what is ACCA. Okay, so as mentioned earlier, when I talk about professional level, you have to know that these 2 papers are compulsory. These are not optional, your SBR and SBL, whereas the other 4 papers, it is up to you. And this brings us to understanding what is the syllabus. Okay, so SBR, SBL, AFM, AAA, APM, and ATS. So that was all about your ACCA syllabus. Now, addressing the most famous question, that is, what is the scope of ACCA? Parents, students, they're all interested to know about this. So let me just give you guys quick insight as to what are the prospects of becoming an ACCA. So as mentioned earlier, ACCA is a global qualification. So when I say global qualification, its applicability is relevant in most of the countries. Almost 108 countries recognizes ACCA. Now, I'm going to discuss the scope of ACCAs in two categories. That is, what is the scope of ACCA in India and what is the scope of ACCA in other countries. Now, talking about scope of ACCA in India. So in India, all the commerce graduates or the ones who are doing professional courses, they want to get into the big four, right? That's like the dream job. So when I say big four, I'm referring to your EY, KPMG, Deloitte, PwC. So ACCAs are required in big fours, not just the big fours. You have other companies like Grant Thornton, BDO, and so many industries which require ACCAs. So talking about the scope in India, it's almost you can expect a salary package which is almost equal to an Indian CA. Of course, if you're someone who wishes to work outside India, then again the presence of ACCA is almost in 108 countries. Since I said this is a global qualification, its presence is in countries like UK, Canada, Dubai. They also look for ACCAs. Now, the most commonly asked question is where do you what is the job profile and what does an ACCA do? So ACCAs can work in mergers, acquisitions, valuations, risk management. So in a company there are so many departments. Of course, if you're working in India, then Indian law and Indian taxation would not be your domain. But apart from those two categories, there are so many categories like valuations, forensic audit, statutory audit. These are the areas which definitely they require ACCAs. So as I said, in India or overseas, there is enough scope for ACCAs. Okay. So now that we know what is the exam structure, what is ACCA syllabus, and what is the scope, you must try visiting the ACCA Global website. We all know that all these professional courses have a professional body, like how in India we have CA and ICAI is the professional body. So I will definitely recommend you guys to go visit the ACCA Global website. It's a very well-built website which has almost all the information that you need, right from the study support resources, what is ACCA, and talking about the scope of ACCA, there is a job profile page exclusively in the website wherein they tell you where where you can apply for job. Once you become an ACCA affiliate, you can definitely apply for jobs in their job portal. So that is the support that the ACCA Global have it for you. So to conclude with, ACCA is definitely considered as the most prestigious certification since it is globally certified. There are already 200,000 plus members and 600,000 students across 180 plus countries. So people like ACCA because of its flexibility. You can take one paper at a time and you can finish the 13 papers maximum in like 7 years. And these are the advantages, that is its flexibility, it's very attractive choice for students, you're globally certified, you can work in India or overseas, and the future prospects are really great for this course. So to know more about ACCA syllabus, the scope, the exam structure, opportunities, I would highly recommend you all to visit www.accaglobal.com. This will give you a complete insight about what ACCA is all about. Thank you so much.